Hey, trending topics. Welcome to your first summative. So, this is the Unit 2 bias summative. All right, so this is my first time, teaching the class. So, that also means this is my first time doing this summative. All right, so if you have any questions, please do let me know and have patience with me too. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. So, it'll be kind of a surprise for everybody. All right, so here's your first step. You are going to click on this link here. This is going to take you to a list of all of your names. Now you will see on this list everyone's name, and then to the right is going to be a news source. That is the news source that is assigned to you for the summative. You can't switch your news source or use another news source. You have to use the news source that is assigned to you. Okay? If you don't use the news source that is assigned to you, you will get a 0, and that will be sad. Okay. So like I said, next to your names, you will see a news source that I have already assigned to you. You must only use that news source for this project. Step 2, you will click on your news source link next to your name. This will bring you to the homepage of your news source. You are going to choose 3 news articles from your news source. Your news articles must be at least 6 months old or newer. Okay. Step 3. Below is a box that says My News Source. In that box, you are going to type in the news source that was assigned to you. So let me show you where that is. So right down here, it says My News Source. So let's say I was assigned to CNN. I'm going to write CNN. Pretty easy. That's a pretty easy point to get. All right. Step 4. Below are 3 charts. Each chart is meant for one of the news articles that you have picked back in step 2. You're going to fill out the chart by answering the prompt/questions in each of the boxes. So let me show you that. So you will see that there are 3 charts, each one pertaining to article number 1, or article number 2, or article number 3. So once you choose your articles, you are going to put the name of article number 1 here. You are going to type 2 to 3 sentence summary of your news article. You're going to tell me one aspect of this article that a viewer or reader could see as a positive bias, and one aspect of this article that a viewer or reader could see as a negative bias of the news source. Okay? Step 5 is to just simply repeat step 4 for each of your other 2 news articles. Step 6. You are going to choose one of your articles that has a lot of negative biases. So I am looking for a news article that, might be a little bit sad, maybe a little depressing. You're going to flip the tone of this news article. I didn't know how else to phrase it, so I said flip the tone, but I'm going to explain what I mean by that. So you are going to make an originally negative story into a positive news story. And to do that, you are going to take any positive aspects from the news story and just focus on those positivities. So, for example, if your news article is about a player for the Green Bay Packers getting injured, don't focus on the tragedy of the injury. Focus on how easy the opposing team is going to win against the Green Bay Packers in the next game. Or, if your news article is about how educators are quitting their jobs at record numbers, focus on what aspects of why educators should keep their jobs. Step 7. Negative to positive biases newspaper activity. You are going to open up Canva's newspaper template with this link. So when you click on that link, it's going to take you to this page here. Now, if you have never used Canva before, you can let me know. I can help you out. You also will probably have to sign in. You can just use your ISD 728 account to do that, or your school account to do that. Okay. And then you'll see all these cool templates that look like newspapers. You're going to choose whichever template you want, just as long as that it looks like a newspaper. Okay? So, on your newspaper template, you must include the following information for your negative to positive biases news article. So, you need to put the date your news story happened or was published, a new title for your negative to positive biases news article, and a picture corresponding to your news article. It can be the same picture as the original news article. So like for my news articles, they didn't come with pictures. So I just Googled one that kind of corresponded. So make sure you also include a description of what is shown in the picture and what website the picture is from. And then you're going to give me a 3 to 4 sentence summary of the news article using positive biases and aspects. Okay, so remember, you're flipping the narrative from a negative news story to a positive news story. And if you need help thinking of positive words, you can check out this list here. It has a lot of positive words that you can use. Step 8. Next, you're going to put your newspaper in the box below that says submit negative to positive biases newspaper here. And you can do that one of two ways. So let me show you what you can do. So you'll see down here on the bottom, this is where you're going to submit your newspapers. So for the negative to positive newspaper, you can either upload a PNG or a JPEG file to this box right here. Or on Canva, you can also share a link with me and put the link right here. Okay. And the cool thing that I did is I made little videos already about how you can do that. So if you need help with how to download a Canva file to a JPEG or PNG, you can watch this video here. Just make sure it's not a PDF file because that's not going to work for this assignment. And like I said, the other way is to share a Canva link with me. And if you don't know how to do that, you can watch this video here. So either of these two ways are fine with me. All right, step 9. Choose one of your articles that has a lot of negative biases, and it cannot be the same article as you chose in step 6. You are then going to flip the tone of that news article. You're going to make an originally positive story into a negative news story. To do that, you're going to take any negative aspects from the news story and just focus on the negatives. So, for example, if your news article is about a new free community gym opening up in Chicago, you could talk about how much the gym costs to build and that money could have been spent somewhere else. Or, if your news article is about a herd of goats eating invasive species in local parks, you could talk about the feces that they leave behind and the distraction it is to park goers. So, again, get creative with your ideas. Step 10. Okay, so this is going to sound really familiar because it's the same thing as your negative to positive newspaper, but now this time it's positive to negative. So, again, you're going to open up Canva's newspaper templates again. Here's the link one more time. You're going to choose a template you want to use, and for that newspaper template, you must include the following information for your negative biases news article. Okay, so you have to put in the date your news story happened or was published, a new title for your positive to negative bias news article that you have chose in step 9, a picture corresponding to your news article. Again, if your news article has a picture that goes with it, you can certainly use it. Or you can look one up from Google. Just make sure you include a description of what is shown in the picture and what website the picture is from. And then a 3 to 4 sentence summary of the news article using negative biases and aspects. And if you need help with thinking of negative words, you can check out this list here. All right, step 11 is also going to look super duper familiar. It's going to be the same thing as the negative to positive biases. So again, you need to put your newspaper in the box below that says submit positive to negative biases newspaper here. And again, you can do that one of two ways. So let me scroll down for you. So you're going to enter it here. Again, you can upload a PNG or a JPEG file and just put it directly into this document. Or you can share with me the Canva link. And again, you can watch those videos on how to do that. Okay. Step 12 is make sure all the boxes are filled out in your worksheet here, and then you can submit it to Schoology. Now, here are a few helpful tips. So, did you pick an article but you can't find both positive and negative aspects about the news story? Feel free to choose another article or ask me for help. Be creative on what aspects of the news article you can spin as positive or negative. Look for the big and small details about the news article. If you have any questions, do let me know. I'm more than happy to help you out, especially because this is my first time doing this. So it's, kind of a work in progress. The news sources you were assigned may not be a news source you prefer, but don't worry. This assignment is supposed to get you out of your comfort zone a bit by looking at news sources you may not always look at. The point of this assignment is for you to take news articles and flip the narratives and biases from positive to negative and negative to positive to show you how easily journalists can change the narratives by adding unbiased wording, interviews, and opinions. And when it comes to flipping the tone of a news story, just be mindful of who and what you are now presenting as the quote unquote bad guys. Remember, don't bully or use hate speech against a person and or groups of people. Here's also the link to the rubric and a link to my example. I really highly recommend that you look at my example. So I did one of my own. So if you're like, oh my gosh, this seems so overwhelming, look at my example, see what I did. You just start off with the first news article, you go from there. And then I also put in examples of what my newspaper looked like at the end. So this is what it would be if I uploaded it on a PDF. And then this link here will take you to what it looks like on a Canva link. Okay. All right. Again, if you have any questions, please let me know. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.